Okay, and we are back with the second half of this box break. So we've got the last half, so it should be 18 packs, if I counted correctly. So far, we've gotten a Ruben Sierra and a Bo Jackson for the chase cards. We're still haven't gotten a Nolan Ryan or a Cal Ripken Jr. or the King Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds double card. Now again, McGuire. Okay, so he was one of the ones I was looking for in this. McGuire is such a double-edged sword between his accomplishments and his enhancements. It's really a shame. Greg Harris, Jeff Robinson. There's just been a lot of discussions about who should be admitted to the Hall of Fame and who shouldn't. And I think anytime you're dealing with PEDs, it should disqualify you automatically, regardless of who you are. Because for all of your successes, those PEDs allowed you to entirely impact the careers of your fellow players, and not in a good way. All right, so next pack. So as far as the chase cards go in this set, I really am looking forward to getting Jose Canseco, Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, essentially almost all of them. Like I would really like to have Kelly Downs, nice, it's a giant. So like I said, some of these players I definitely recognize, and some of them don't. And having come from being in the collectible card world for so long, and getting out of collecting singles and strictly just having sealed product as an investment, this has been kind of fun. Like I've been anticipating this. Another dual card, Top Game Savers. Not sure if that has any value. Chris Sable is a name I remember, but I don't remember why I remember him. I just do. Let's see. So we got our, let's say we got our top end players, and then we got our giants. So we'll put the Wade Boggs over here as well. Okay, we can tell there's no chase card in this pack. So the seller for these two cases that I bought is in California. So California, you got to pay sales tax. I don't know if it's now nationwide, but something they started up a few years back. Vince Coleman, great player. Jack Clark. Sid Hernandez. Sid Hernandez, I remember seeing him play, but I don't know if he was a standout pitcher or not. Definitely not a Mets fan. I was never a fan of the East Coast teams. In fact, I never really liked the Dodgers all that much once Steve Garvey was gone. Steve Garvey and Ron Sayer. Okay, so you can see that black line. Okay, that means that we are going to get another chase card. So who is it going to be? We really want Nolan Ryan, Jose Canseco, Ken Griffey Jr. We got Dwight Gooden. Look at that. That is so cool with his glove on fire. Nice. Very, very nice. All right. Harold Baines. Remember him? Bob Kipper. Will the Thrill Clark, the man himself. So this is actually my very first copy of this card, even though I'm a hardcore Will Clark fan. This is a set that I never bought, and I never picked up any singles from it. And I try and collect pretty much all of his cards, so very much an important player for me. Nolan Ryan, look at that pose. That is just an awesome action shot. Like he is going to jack somebody's world with that pitch. All right. So we're going to put him in my last penny sleeve. Definitely like an all-star for an all-star. I think that guy's career started in '68, which was before I was even born. He played for a long time. Had a great career. All right. I mean, there are guys that are just legends. I think for my generation, growing up, I think Nolan Ryan, Dwight Gooden, Randy Jackson, or Randy Johnson, they were some of the best. Dennis, I think what was it, Dennis Eckersley, Fernando Valenzuela, all great pitchers for their time. Gary Sheffield. Now I believe this is his rookie card, or maybe his second year card. I'm not 100%. I'll have to check on that. Steve Decker. Okay, so we still haven't found that double card with Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds. All right. But man, I got some great cards in here so far. Really, really happy with this set. And to be fair, like paying $20 for a booster box and getting high quality cards out of it is really, really surprising to me that these older booster boxes, even though they're from the wax junk era is what they're called. I know they were overprinted, but it really surprises me that they're so affordable. But I mean, it's a good way to get into the hobby too. Dave Stewart, definitely a name I remember. And if you want to start a vintage collection, I mean, if you're not going too far into the early 80s, it is affordable. So that's nice. Okay. Steve Wilson, Matt Williams. Fantastic player. We'll put him with the Giants. And there was definitely a changing of the guard for the Giants once Bonds came over. Bobby Bonilla, great player. Mike Huff, I don't remember. Mookie Wilson, I definitely remember. Rick Reschel. Jose DeJesus. Recognize the name, but not the player. Okay. Of course, if you watched a lot of baseball from the 80s, there were certain events that took place that we all remember, like George Brett charging the mound over the pine tar incident, the earthquake in San Francisco, Gary Thurman. I know he's an important card in this, but I don't know how important. Tom Brunski, John Walter, Thompson. Yeah, these are just really nice, clean cards. I'm actually going to, Frank Viola, remember him. I'm actually really going to enjoy putting together a full set, minus the the rare ones like the Dwight Gooden and the other two that I've gotten so far. All right. Mickey Tettleton, definitely remember him. Oh, I didn't even see it. That is the Mark McGwire. I admire the choice of artwork. Unfortunately, the very bottom of the card, you can kind of see where it's got some issues, but still fantastic. Okay, so that might be the final one in the sack. Let's see if we can pick up any other really important cards. Dale Murphy, well-known player. Now, I've heard that he's not in the Hall of Fame, but I guess there's a big push to get him into the Hall of Fame. It's sad that Will Clark will not make it into the Hall of Fame. I think he was nominated, but he didn't get enough votes or something. I'm not very familiar with the procedure, so I'm not sure how that actually works. But I do have a signed baseball from him, which has got a great story behind it. Another Gary Sheffield. Another Steve Decker. Cliff Young. Lance Johnson. Okay. I'm definitely seeing some doubles in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I got 2 of those cards in one stack. So if I get a 5th one, it'll be the most I've ever seen pulled out of a box. Scott Anderson. Wow. Ironically enough, I had a coworker whose name was Scott Anderson, and unfortunately he's no longer with us, which is really sad. He was a really good guy, really good dad. It's been a few years since he passed. Greg Brinley. Dave Stewart. Oh, man, I remember Dave. I haven't thought of that name in a long time. All right, so we're down to about 6 or 7 packs, I think, left in this final stack. We're 10 minutes into the second half of this video. So I'm going to save the other box that I picked up from the same seller until ready for the next unboxing. Zane Smith. Man, that's like a bad day. Sometimes I wonder why they would choose certain pictures, especially a few of them that look a little grainy. Rick Rochelle. That's, I think, the second or third time I've gotten him. Jose Disease, definitely remember him. I mean, if we're going to get doubles, let's get doubles of Ken Griffey Jr. or Ozzie Smith or Nolan Ryan or, you know, Cal Ripken Jr., which I still don't have a Cal Ripken yet. Oh, okay. But there it is. First card on the top. This is perhaps the most valuable card in the set. And it looks fantastic. We're going to set that right there. Okay, that pretty much made my day. Getting that card. Frank White. Ryan Sandberg. So I think this is the second one I've gotten of them. Cecil Fielder. So I don't know what the distribution of cards is like in this set. Like I said, I mean, having spent the last 12 to 15 years in the CCG world, I'm used to kind of how cards are distributed within sets and print runs and things, but not with baseballs because you're dealing with a much... Oh, okay, so there's another one in there. So we're going to end up getting 5 in this one box. Wally Joyner, definitely remember him. Keith Miller. Cal Ripken Jr. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I pretty much hit every single card I've wanted. And we get the Canseco. Okay. This looks damn near flawless. Damn near flawless. I mean, even if this thing grades a 9, I'll take it. That is amazing. Okay, so we got 5 out of that box. Greg Smith. All right, so we've got 4 packs left. And anything I get out of this box now, these 4 packs, is just a bonus. I've gotten literally everything I could ask for. And that is, that's incredible. Another Chris Sabo. Tony Phillips. Come on, give me another Cal Ripken Jr. Another McGuire. Set him up there. Dave Smith, Greg Harris, Shane Mack, definitely remember Shane Mack. Randy O'Neal, another Giant. All right. So I do not grade with PSA, and I mentioned this in a previous video. I take issue with their upcharging based off of a value of a card that they assign based off of grades they award. I think if you send something in under a certain tier and it's mistiered from the beginning, okay, I get it. But if they wait until after they've given the card a grade and then demand that you pay them more to grade it for the same services, that might be legal, and to some fans it could be perfectly justifiable, but to me, it's enough to say, I don't want to be one of your customers. Another Jack Clark. So I've been a member of CGC since 2000 and I want to say about 2006, 2005, somewhere in there. So they have a subdivision of card graders. Kelly Downs, another giant. So I'll be sending all of my cards to be graded through them. I thought about Beckett, but I don't know, Beckett's turnaround times, when I looked into them, was pretty horrendous. And their price per card was pretty high. J. Bell. Okay, I don't remember if I got a Kirby Puckett. So I would like to get that. I know I got a Kevin Mitchell. We got another Nolan Ryan. Okay, this has been an outstanding box. I think this is probably the best opening of a single box that I have ever seen for this 91 Fleer set. When I get these back from being graded, I'll definitely do a video and share that with everybody. Hopefully we get nothing but 9s and 10s, but we'll see. Vince Coleman, I remember him. All right, so we're coming down to the last pack. If I'm going to ask for anything from the baseball gods, get a solo Barry Bonds, I guess. I mean, I've got my Will Clark, I've got my Nolan Ryan, I've got a Cal Ripken Jr. finally. Yeah, maybe a Jeff Bagwell. I don't remember seeing if I got a Jeff Bagwell. So if there's a Jeff Bagwell in here, that would be awesome. And again, if there's a high-value card that I missed going through here, let me know in the comments section. These are all going to stay in my PC. As I stated in the previous video, I'm going to put together a full set. Another Cal Ripken Jr. This is oh my God. Every single time I see a Cal Ripken Jr. card, I just get excited. That's awesome. I mean, he's just a fantastic player. Harold Baines, definitely remember him. Bob Kipper. Looks like we've got 2 cards after this one. Will Clark, a second Will Clark. Okay, I'm stoked, man. This has been a fantastic box break. And the last card in the last pack, Corey Snyder. Okay, and last logo is the Cubs. All right, so that's it. This is where we're going to wrap things up. Again, we got some fantastic picks out of this box. The Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds. I don't know if you can see this on camera. It looks like it's slightly off center to the right. I don't know if that's going to be enough to pull it down from a 9.5 to a 9. Otherwise, I don't know. I took a really close look at it. But it's a nice card. It's the first one I've ever gotten. Probably the most valuable card in this set, though, is this Jose Canseco from what I've seen as far as sales go. Beautiful card. Very happy with that one. And other than that, I got to say, like the Nolan Ryans. Love my Nolan Ryans there. It's ironic since Will Clark is my favorite player, and he got his first at bat, he scored a home run against Nolan Ryan. All right, so thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed the box break. Like, comment, and subscribe down below if you want to. If not, that's cool too. Thank you for watching the video. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Collect what you love. Buy what you love. Because life is way too short for us to waste the time that we have. Enjoy every moment of life that you can. Keep swinging for the fences.